Okay, the second okay, YouTube knows I'm streaming. Here we go. And we're live. Hey, buddy. Oh yeah, you're gonna lock the door. Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Danger! Danger! Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Danger! 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 What's your gaming chair? S Racer. I have a Staples chair. Well, I don't. It's a mesh. I usually only buy mesh because when I get sweaty, leather sticks to my skin and whatever, and it's annoying. I'm a big sweater when I play. I sweat a lot when I go for trophies, especially the skill-based ones. It's like when I'm playing Devil May Cry, there's a crease, that little area in between my legs that gets a little sweaty. You know what I mean? Yeah, that area, and then parts of the legs. When I stand up, it's like, oh, did I spill something? But no, I'm just sweating. I mean, but this Staples chair is weird. I definitely like my brother's chair better. Oh yeah, I got this from Staples. It's almost like mine, but it's different. The shape of the headrest is different. This one, the little padding for the lower back is way more effective on this one than this one. And his is elevated. Mine is, I have my chair pretty low. Maybe I should. Yeah, he has a bigger headrest. Maybe I should play like this to keep my... See, I was told, or I've heard that you're supposed to have your legs at a 90-degree angle when you sit. Oh, see, I've been doing it wrong the whole time then, because I have it maybe at a. Is that even 90? Maybe it is 90. But when I'm this close, oh shoot, let's see. Let me experiment actually. Your boom arm. I used to have one. It broke. Yeah, it was some. My father bought it off of eBay, I think, a red one. I had it up until, I don't even know, maybe September, August or September, last year. So I've been rocking a mic stand for the entirety of my senior year of high school. Just this. I've been doing this since September of 2020. Did you ever... What kind of boom arm is that? I know Yeti has one, but it doesn't look like the Yeti one. Or blue, I mean. Yeah. Let me... Oh, it's dead. Shoot. Hold on. I have a picture. I had a pretty cheap boom arm. So my drawer here. This is... What's that? Yeah, it was red. So let me put a timer on this for 3 seconds. Oh, that's terrible. It keeps happening. Yeah, I don't know. Your gain keeps increasing to 100. This is a short desk. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean it happens. You know what I mean? It happens. Well, I did. Well, yeah. What do you do these days? What'd you find? I bet you found something shocking on, or what do you, what apps do you use the most every day? TikTok. How, on average, how many hours do you say you would spend on the thing? An hour. What's the weirdest thing you've seen? Today. Let's go with today for now. What do you remember? Any weird things from today? Hmm. Is that an Android feature? You can set timers on your apps? Cause I well I can see it, yeah. Or yeah, it's a little low res, but I see app something. App paused. Okay, app paused. Your TikTok something something again tomorrow. Oh, okay. That's all right. That's not bad. Yeah. Um. What is your feed right now? Yeah. Oh, that's right. No, I keep. But usually, what would you find on your feed? Just that? Japanese related stuff. Like what? what about YouTube? You do YouTube?
Not really. I've been not watching YouTube these days.
Really?
Yeah. Eat, like the only time I ever watch YouTube is when I'm eating, and after I'm done eating, which is like only like 5 minutes of eating, max 10. I don't ever touch YouTube after that.
Hmm.
I'm just scrolling a couple of photos right now.
Mhm.
On photos of you actually.
How come you use YouTube less than TikTok?
Uh, just because YouTube is, I don't know. Honestly, I just find it more convenient. I just see more content, I guess, in TikTok, and it's obviously a lot easier to use instead of like going to individual videos and have to pick one and watch it.
Uh,
I forgot they have YouTube Shorts.
they I was about to say YouTube Shorts. I mean, they're all right, but
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
the premier feature on YouTube, at least, is that you have all these videos that are, I don't know, longer than 5 minutes or whatever. And then Shorts is just kind of, it's there, I guess.
I heard that. Well, I just heard an MKBHD podcast yesterday,
Yeah.
and he said that he got. Oh no, a person who was in the podcast actually. It wasn't MKBHD, but it was a guest. I forgot what his name was, but he said that he posted the YouTube Shorts,
Yeah.
and he got 18 million views. And out of those 18 million views, 17K subscribe to the channel.
18. So that's about 1 in 1,000 people. That
Yeah, which is not bad.
1 in 1,000 people. Uh,
But
does he explain why he got, or were there any other statistics that he mentioned besides that?
not really. But they were talking about how he gave an example in KBG and the guests how TikTokers are trying to transition to YouTube, or some of them are, but it's actually it's faster TikTokers to move from one platform to the other, and that's what they talked about. How it's like you already have all your content on TikTok, and basically if you transfer it to YouTube, they're not gonna, yeah, it's not gonna be as easy. I don't know.
Huh.
I just cut off after. I didn't hear anything after that. And I was like, but I found it very interesting, the podcast.
Did he list specific uh, TikTok stars that are trying to transition?
Charlie D'Amelio.
Let me look at her channel real quick, cause I figured, does TikTok have a maximum length you can put on a, yeah,
YouTube Shorts.
or no, TikTok, how long can a TikTok be? What's the maximum length?
I always have to see it. I think it's 3 minutes long.
3 minutes max.
Yeah.
3 minutes max. I mean, this is different stuff. This is, yeah. This is different stuff, really. I'm just looking through her thing. This, this looks like a YouTuber. I mean,
Yeah, 3 minutes
I guess it's working. She gets about 1 million views per video.
on YouTube.
Yeah,
I don't know.
on YouTube. She averages about 1 million views per video, but she also uploaded, in the past year, she uploaded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times.
9 times.
9 times in the past year. So how often does she make videos on TikTok?
I have no idea. I don't watch those kind of TikToks, so I have no idea.
Huh. Okay.
I'm probably guessing probably every day.
Every day versus, I mean, this time frame is about once a month, maybe more. But I don't know. There's some strong viewership here. Uh, yeah, that's about it. Okay, now I can click on the TikTok link. Okay, I just did a puzzle verification thing. That was weird. 130 million followers. Okay, on TikTok, she gets more than 10 million for each one. But the struggle, I think she could transition fine. She almost has 10 million subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah, that's true.
And then when was, oh, let me mute that. 1 day ago, 3 days ago. Okay, once every 2 days, I guess. Yeah, one TikTok every 2 days about. But I I don't know. I'm just thinking about TikTokers trying to transition to YouTube, and she seems to do pretty fine in terms of gathering viewership and an audience on YouTube. What was her first video was 2 years ago. Yeah, her first video was November of 2019, and since then, she gathered almost 10 million subscribers. So, that's pretty good. I'm just wondering if there are other, uh, I don't know. Maybe this is some extra account thing, but I don't even know. I'm only on YouTube. That's the only social media I use. I know nothing about the other platforms. What about Snapchat? You used to use Snapchat? When did you stop using it? Was mm, Huh. Is there a reason why you quit?
I don't see a reason to use Snapchat other than texting me.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I don't do streaks and all that kind of stuff. I find streaks pretty pointless, to be honest. The fact that you're sending pictures to me of yourself or literally a black screen most of the time.
Or those forehead pictures?
Yeah, those forehead pictures are like a black screen. I don't see what the point is to have streaks, honestly. Those numbers, not like you're winning money or gaining something.
How often?
People,
All right, you go ahead. No, what were you gonna say?
and sometimes people get so triggered when you lose streak.
Do they really?
Me a couple of times. Yeah. They're like, oh yeah, what happened, man? We had like a 100 streak. What happened, man? Something
Were
like that.
they saying it jokingly, or just kind of like, uh,
Some were, some weren't.
uh,
Most of them were just, yeah, they were okay with it. Because they were just saying it. I just don't care for those kind of things.
okay. Um, how often do you listen to podcasts?
I would say once a week.
Once a week. Who are your who are your favorites?
My favorites,
Yeah.
I would say MKBHD just because it's related. Also, I watch a podcast called Today Explained, which is by the Fox. And I find some of those things pretty interesting, the things that they talk about.
What kinds of things? It's just random, or are you talking about the Today Explained?
Yeah, Today Explained by Fox. It's pretty much random, to be honest, whatever they talk about. There's also another podcast that I really listen to. It's called The Future of Tech by AM Docs. Basically, they talk
What'd you say the name was again?
Future of Tech. Just search her up on Google
Google
Podcasts.
Podcast.
It should be by like AM, and then Google Docs.
Okay, yes, I see it. Oh, they're not bad. Oh, the length is okay.
It's not too long.
Lots of tech.
I consider this to be media, like, like kind of short, I guess.
Yeah.
It's
All
not too short. Most of them are 40 minutes long, which is not bad.
yeah, all of them are under an hour in length,
Yeah,
which is
they are.
that's all right. And then is Today Explained on Google Podcasts too?
Yeah.
Let's see how long. Okay.
A lot shorter. They're around like 20 minutes.
Yeah. The average I see is 30 minutes. So this is a daily podcast?
Daily podcast, yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure it is, yeah.
And Vox. Is this a I've heard that Vox is a do they show any bias in these podcasts towards the left or something?
No. Not really, no.
Because
But
yeah.
when they were talking about like political stuff, like Myanmar and all that kind of stuff, I guess so, but I don't really have an opinion on those kind of things because I'm not into those political stuff, so I don't know. Not really experienced, I would say, or familiar with that.
Yeah, there's a lot of do you have a favorite that I could maybe
Thoughts or like,
yeah, Today Explained. Do you remember one? Cuz I
I remember the Guantanamo. What is it?
why it's still open?
Huh?
Why is Guantanamo still open?
Yeah, no. Why can I not click more episodes? It's not working.
I don't know.
Something wrong.
Maybe I'll sample this just for a little bit.
How are they possibly?
I don't
I don't know what's wrong with the podcast. I think in the podcast, if I remember right, he was talking about how Obama, when he went into presidency back in 2008, he was trying to get rid of the Guantanamo, basically, prison, I guess, or how he said that there was no reason why we should ever.
It's interesting. This sounds like a talk show. Is this a conversation? Yeah, Today Explained. Do they have conversations?
Our conversation. So, the future attack. Future attack, most of the time, it's involved. It is basically just talking to one another. I guess so.
Do you use Twitter?
Nope, I do not use Twitter.
Uh,
Use Twitter, rarely use Reddit. TikTok is the only one that use it. I don't use Instagram anymore, so.
okay. Every
Oh, you want to talk about the new variant?
Omicron.
Omicron?
We discussed this in one of my classes that I had, or the only class I had today. We talked.
You might be more confident than I am, because I literally have no idea what it is.
Do you know where it originated from?
South Africa, that's it.
Yeah, South Africa.
I think a group of people who were on the flight, I think to South Africa? Oh, from South Africa and then arriving. No, from Netherlands, right? Or something like that? Flight? I don't know what it was. I saw something about that. And how there were like people getting upset or something like that. Yeah, I have no idea.
People getting upset?
Context. Huh?
What were people getting upset about?
because there they boarded on the plane, and then people got, I guess they got told to get off the airplane, and basically all the passengers got tested, and I think out of 60 passengers got the Omicron variant, and the others didn't. But the ones that got the Omicron variant was still combined with the ones who could get in the same basically rim or area, and they had to stay in there for I think for a while or something like that. I don't have too much context, but
Huh. Okay. But what we explained in class was we said that the thing was from South Africa, and we were talking about I don't remember, maybe I should have paid attention in class today, but we were talking about the diffusion of technology and something about how sub-Saharan African countries have the most trouble, I think, getting vaccines across to their people or something like that. I don't remember the whole story. We just barely touched on Omicron, the Omicron variant, and then I read a few articles, or not even read. I just looked at the titles of a few articles today and in the past week about how there's an Omicron case in Minnesota, one or two Omicron cases in Minnesota, something like that. So it's in the United States now. And then
I heard some people were from my teacher, yesterday she was saying how Omicron is basically more contagious, but I think it's not as deadly or something like that. I'm not sure if that's true. That's what she said.
I don't know about the severity of the variant, but
I know that it's quite obvious now. It's a bunch of, I guess, mutations combined or something.
yeah, all I know is that it's a mutation, and that's it. Uh, what else did we talk? You know what? What I talk about in my society and technological change class is pretty. It's pretty provoking, thought provoking. What did we brush on? We were talking about see, my professor knows way more than I do. He was able to articulate vaccine mandates. Yeah, he was able to articulate vaccine mandates. But the only thing about the only opinion that I can address, it's not my opinion. The only one I can address about vaccine mandates is that it's unconstitutional. I heard it. I listened to the Joe Rogan Experience. He has people on it, and he keeps addressing that the mandate is unconstitutional because it's a mandate of a medical procedure for everybody. But I don't know the law. I am terrible with the law. I have such if there's something under a loose interpretation of the United States government, then that's what I have. I'm very negligent of a bunch of laws these days. I'm turned off by all these technicalities and legalities and whatever. So I don't maybe it is unconstitutional. I don't know why. We'll see if anybody can help me understand why that is.
I know nothing about the law, so don't ask me.
So yeah, vaccine mandates. We were talking about vaccine mandates. What else did we talk about today? We talked about smart weapons and warfare. And also, someone brought up in our class today about China developing a new hypersonic missile, which is a
Hypersonic missile?
yeah, something like that. China's developing a missile, and then that kind of ties into the smart weapons thing. So the question that was brought up, and I maybe I should do the readings more often, but the question that was brought up is, are these new innovations in warfare do new innovations in warfare make war safer or more dangerous? And I don't know, man. I don't know whether I can say safer or dangerous, but also the ethical implications were brought up. Ethical implications of smart weapons like cruise missiles, smart bombs, whatever. The ethical implications. I mentioned that the only reason why we're thinking about the ethical implications is because we're afraid. The ethical implications stem from fear, and the fear that I brought up was the fear of the unknown. And I hypothesized. My professor brought up the Cold War and whatever between the Russia and the United States, and I thought, well, maybe Russia and the United States wouldn't be so tense with each other had they known each other's intentions and knew that it was for good instead of assuming hostility between each other. But maybe there's some technicalities in there somewhere, but all the ethical implications of weapons of warfare only stem from fear of the unknown. They just don't know what the other side is thinking and hope, and I think they understand that the other side only has malicious intent, which I don't think that's entirely true. But maybe it is. It's kind of. We also talked about the NIH, not invented here, and how people in America generally, this is the example we brought up in class, and how people in America are generally unwilling to use products that weren't developed in the United States because they think that they were made, I don't know, I don't know. It's all about competition here.
Well, some people also think about like the laborers and like because labor laws are pretty like strict here, right? How like we always talk about labor, how like minimum wage and all that stuff.
Yeah.
China is really they really don't care about it as much, I guess I would say, because even children's work like from the age of 7, 8, and they work in harsher conditions too. I don't know. There was this girl in my class. She said about Walmart, how they were child laborers who were working in what was it called? She brought it up too. I forgot what was the name of it, but yeah, I can't recall.
Wait.
Something about Walmart.
She mentioned Walmart having child laborers.
Yeah, in China or something.
Oh, in China. How would Walmart do something like that? I'm not asking. Oh, why would Walmart do something like that? It's more of what for? What is that for? What's the reason? If Walmart had these child laborers in China, what is their purpose?
Creating products. There you go.
Creating products.
I don't know what sweatshops are.
I've heard of that a few times. A little bit with Apple, I think, and Nike, if I remember correctly. Sweatshops. I think it's just places where they have people rigorously working to make products or something. I don't remember exactly, but
That's what they were talking about with children and stuff.
yeah. Ricky Gervais had a bit when he hosted the Golden Globes in 2020. He was like, something, something, Apple runs sweatshops in China, or something. He was talking about the Apple TV being nominated for something at the Golden Globes, and he was like, "Oh yeah, Apple runs sweatshops in China." After the after he praised the Apple TV segment, he just straight up calls out Apple for running sweatshops in China.
Way to expose a company like that. Wouldn't take advantage of that, to be honest with you.
Hmm.
Big company who's striving to make more products, and have basically
Yeah, to maximize productivity.
Yeah, to maximize profit. Who would not take the advantage of that if you think about it? If you're a big company,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there was one example, one thing that I read in my English class of like Pepsi was, I don't know, they had a plant in India and they were pretty close to a village, and the village, I think, lost sources of water from the wells, or from just not wells, but lost sources of water. And Pepsi, the company, basically created wells for them, and basically just helped the village have access to water, pretty much. I guess that was one example of it, but like we were talking about how that that one act was it really to make the company look good, or was it really
Oh,
for their basically helping the village? Did they really have, I guess, the need to do it? I guess. I don't know.
just a village and did they publicize this?
Tyranny. There you go.
Did they publicize this?
They did, I think. I don't know if I can find an article of it or not.
Hmm. All right, you search that article. I'm gonna pee real quick. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm a tinkle. All right, what'd you find?
Yeah, I found the article. It's actually by a statement from that lecturers.
A statement by Pepsi.
Yeah,
What'd they say?
they said that in a village in India named Naro, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. A village of approximately 4,000 people in the Warangal district of Telangana, India. Wow, these are like most communities in Warangal. Local sources, local water sources contain dangerous levels of fluoride, microbial contaminants, debilitating illness from drinking in this water is common. Oh my god, I can't read. A jurisdiction purifies local groundwater and provides a clean, potable, and reliable access to safe water for the entire community.
Huh.
I hope you got that.
Yeah. I mean, I think the general idea is they helped the village, but just one.
Pretty much. I think just one in this article right now. Oh wait, this. Okay, yeah. I think yeah. It says in this statement here, starting in 2008, Pepsi Foundation has awarded in total more than 5 million to Safe Water Network to build out the organization's initial operating footprint in India and beyond. That's it.
Huh.
Uh,
You know,
Zone the support. Safe Water Network has to date provided more than 220,000 people in 67 communities throughout India and Gaha. Gaha. I don't know how to say that.
uh,
Gaha. Gaha.
so wait, what is Safe Water? Is that their program? Is if I'm hearing this correctly, Safe Water? You said. Is that a program, or are they just saying?
That's a non-profit organization.
Under Pepsi?
No.
Uh,
It's an organization from New York City. It says right here that it was co-founded in 2006 and it's owned by Paul Newman of philanthropy.
oh, Paul Newman.
It's along with other civics business leaders. This organization was founded to help address the evidence gap in off-grid water systems. Today, Safe Water Network works with the private and public sectors to overcome the obstacles to the sustainability and scale. They empower communities working with national, regional, and local government areas in India and beyond. I guess this seems like it is with Pepsi. Some of their partners include Merck and Co. I don't know how to say that. PepsiCo and
PepsiCo.
yeah,
So,
its own
so Pepsi. How did Pepsi? So just was it just because they're partners? Safe Water is a subsidiary of Pepsi or something?
no, they're just partnering on.
Oh, they're just partnering.
Water Network is just it's another organization.
Okay. When was this?
What do you mean? What was what?
When was this whole?
Founded?
The whole. When did
Pepsi, I mean, how they were like helping it.
Yeah, when did they help out these guys? Is this a new thing?
This article was published in 2015, so I'm guessing that year.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that's cool by Pepsi.
Yes.
But I don't know. Every big company has something shady to hide. How much do you know about Amazon?
Amazon?
Yeah.
Nothing, to be honest. I don't really pay attention. Honestly, I should start paying attention more stuff.
Yeah, me too.
I actually kind of am the type of person who actually likes knowing stuff. Hate it when I don't know stuff. Besides school, so I know school.
Yeah. But do you know how their prime workers operate?
How they work or
Yeah.
definition?
They're the prime delivery workers, I think.
No, I've heard like all I've heard was oh yeah they're like getting crappy or something.
Um,
I don't know if it was something like that, but
I mean, going off of memory, I think the dark side of Amazon is maybe their prime delivery workers, because I rarely, if ever, use Amazon to buy things, but uh what is it? Amazon Prime, it gets your products faster to your house, right?
yep,
S-
there's 1 day shipping. Yep.
1 day shipping. That's critical. Okay, so these Prime delivery workers, they're in a van. They got the special Prime van and whatever, and I don't know how many hours a day. I want to say. I'm definitely gonna get this wrong. I don't. It's more than 10. I think more than 10 hours a day. They're just.
Yes.
I just only know that these guys just nonstop deliver packages because of that 1 day shipping constraint, I think. So just nonstop for the day. They just deliver packages as a Prime delivery worker, and then they. I don't think they're given breaks. I've heard and maybe seen stories of them just kind of collecting bottles of urine in their van and whatever, because they don't have breaks or something. That's from what I've heard from Prime delivery workers. Okay, so about that, but I heard it's nonstop. It's UK. Look up some stuff about Amazon in the US. Those Prime delivery workers.
I see here there's a job listing. It says the salary for Prime delivery drivers start at 15 an hour, and you will have 3 to 4 days a week to work, and basically no experience required. Already immediately applied now.
So, mhm.
Yeah, basically 3 to 4 days a week, and their salary starts at $15 an hour, and in the title it says $16 to $35 an hour.
$16 to $35 an hour. Okay, that's a huge gap. Let me try and calculate in my head how much. So, assuming the absolute maximum, let's say they get I don't know. Thanks. How many weeks? Let's say they get 50 weeks to work in a year. So 4 days a week. Let's assume the maximum. $35. 35 times 4 is 140. 140 times 50 is Wait, am I doing this right? That's not right. 35.
If you're
Oh, that's not right.
assuming that it's $35 an hour consistently, they make technically 70K
Yeah, I was about to say I'm calculating this wrong.
weeks.
Yeah, so 10 hours a day, 4 days a week, so
Weeks are in a year,
about 52.
about 52.
Yeah.
Yeah, 70K.
But I would assume they get weeks off because of holidays and whatever. But I don't know.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's not bad.
but yeah, so 10 hours a day, assuming the maximum, so $350 a day, and then times 4 days a week, 1,400 times 50. Yeah, that is about $70,000 a year. But that's assuming the maximum. If we're going for the minimum here, 16 an hour, so 160 a day times 3, 480 times 50, so 48 times 5 is 200, yeah, right? 240,
I might be a Prime delivery worker.
um
Yeah,
24,000.
that's really good pay.
What did they say? Is this coming from Amazon themselves? The statistics?
No, it's not. It just shows up whenever I'm searching. It's like the first result.
Hmm.
National average is $20 an hour, and the salary is $48,000, which is not bad at all. I gotta say, but the fact that you were saying that they don't get enough breaks is kind of like, I guess,
At all or
on the
something.
downside. But considering that you only work 3 days, 4 days a week, is kind of balances out in my opinion.
Hmm.
10 hours straight. I mean, I can do that probably.
Are th-
Not for too long if I'm doing it for like pretty much a year.
Yeah, a year, 3 to 4 days a week, non-stop delivery. That's
Non-stop delivery. Every time I see Prime delivery workers, they're always running to the houses.
yeah, because they got it. I guess.
Yeah, like I'm just surprised every time I look out the window and I see a Prime delivery worker. They literally run to the house. They don't walk. They run.
Yeah. Do you order Prime often?
Yeah, I order Prime pretty often.
Yeah.
Order a lot of things from them as well.
And then yeah. Wait, are there any accounts on a not accounts as in a social media account or something, but as in personal accounts, witnesses of people as Amazon delivery workers. Is there any information online about their working conditions? Because
From their perspective.
yeah, or maybe if someone else can give witness to that, other than Jeff, big man Bezos. I wonder how often Jeff Bezos makes public statements. Does he have a Twitter? I know Elon Musk has a Twitter. He's a madness. Oh, he doesn't post that often. I bet someone runs his account. But I don't know about these delivery workers.
I just search up Amazon Prime position.
Does it say anything? But I don't know. Maybe we can come back to that. But in my technological,
I can work in the warehouse. That's the worst.
the warehouse. I heard the warehouse. I don't know many stories about the warehouse. But what happens at the warehouse?
I would assume that it's fast paced just because the amount of deliveries they have,
How m-
especially on holidays.
how many accidents? How many on-site accidents does Amazon usually get?
I don't know. I really don't know.
'Cause there's got to be some error there with the Prime delivery and whatever.
Definitely, but I think that they have robots now working.
I wouldn't be surprised. I've heard stuff like that too.
Okay, I'm reading an article right now from Business Insider. I don't know how accurate this is. It's an article about basically an Amazon delivery driver and his experience.
Yeah.
He's living in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. That's ridiculous.
Penalized for changing radio stations.
Oh no way. They track that?
Yeah, apparently it calls the news, surveillance cameras, and knowing. So there's surveillance
Yeah, that's the stuff.
of the truck.
That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Yeah.
This article. This is from the worker. It says, after 4 years of working in an Amazon warehouse, I applied to be a delivery driver. I wanted to be a driver because I thought it would have a lot more freedom and I wouldn't have to deal with the uneven management styles in the warehouse. I started driving in July. In the middle of the pandemic, in the middle of the pandemic, in a classic Amazon fan. But I've enjoyed being in a customer-facing role compared with the distribution center.
Here, stream the article. And then maybe I can skim through that and get the main ideas. Yeah, it's visible. Driving in July in the middle of the pandemic. Hired by a local, targeted and attempted robberies. Whoa! This is a.
Attempted robberies and have had people follow me. Wow.
This is a Prime delivery worker, or just
Driver, driver.
Okay.
The time inside the van comes with its own thing too. Manufacturers more than 10 hours a day are expected to deliver up to 400 packages.
Yeah.
And each package is expected to be delivered within 30 seconds.
So hold on. Let's see. 400 packages, 30 seconds. So let's do 400 times 30. That's 24,000. So divided by 60. So 20 or divided by 36. No, let's do divided by 60. So 24,000 divided by 60 would be take the 400 minutes. Wait, what am I saying? So wait, 200 packages in an hour. No, a minute. What? I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. 400 packages, 30 seconds. So, 2 packages a minute. 2 packages a minute. So 100. I give up, dude. I don't know what I'm saying. It's just I'm just kind of drawn to the 30 seconds thing. But 400 packages in 30 seconds. Each package is delivered in 30 seconds. So, yeah. No. 12,000. What am I thinking about? 12,000 packages divided by. Yeah. You know, you're right. Divided by 60. 12,000 divided by 60. So 1,200 and then 200. Whoa, 200.
40 deliveries per hour. That's a lot.
Yeah.
40 deliveries per hour.
Yeah, 40 deliveries an hour. And then, yeah, 40 deliveries an hour. That is,
That doesn't sound a lot, but 40 houses.
um,
Each person can have more than one package.
yes.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know, each household can have multiple packages.
Ah, see? Look at that.
So basically, I guess it really depends on which houses you're going to, how many packages that they have. But
See, no, that's the stuff. You had to pee in a water bottle because there's no bathroom available. And,
because of the
yeah.
he's talking about how he's making deliveries in the mountain,
Yeah.
feeling pressure to keep on going, I guess.
Yeah, check it out. The 15 minutes, and then it would take more than 40 minutes round trip and put you far behind schedule, which would dock points from your score? What are they being scored on, man? What is this score about? What's going on here?
Amazon says the AI powered 270 degrees game our modern
What?
shit activated and not recorded all the time.
270 degrees? That's crazy.
Tell when what the driver is doing. I get a distracted driver notification even if I'm changing the radio or drinking water.
That's silly.
Insane.
Why are they doing this?
Sometimes if I turn my head away from the front of the van, I'll get a ding.
What's the deal here? Who cares? What? What's it to them if he drinks water and it shows a ding?
Docked points from my safety score, which made each
That is misrepresentative, dude. What? Which management reviews and can use to dock my hours or fire me. Maybe that's an extreme example, but I don't know. Maybe that's true. Who knows? Amazon said the camera is there to help us with safety, but it feels like an invasion of privacy. So why? Maybe Amazon is big enough to have walkie-talkies in the car, or something, some communication. They'll be supervised by a guy, and then when he's doing something wrong, the supervisor can be like, "Hey, you're doing this wrong." They got to be supervised, man. Just for looking around, drinking water. What? I don't even know how this works, dude. That safety score is a little silly if it's calculated like that.
But most of the time, I eat my lunch in my van on the side of the road just because it would take me too far out of the way to find a car and ignore the fresh air.
Turn off the door.
I used to work. Oh my god.
What else do they say here?
I don't know what conditions now.
This is silly. Oh, what's that? I would say about. Oh, I don't know what unionization is. Yeah,
Yeah, basically, unionization is basically creating a union, and I don't know how to explain it, but I've heard the term.
Me too. Unionization. I don't really know how that works. What is the meaning? Let's go through that. Okay, everybody's just saying labor union. The act of. Okay. Oh, an organization that represents people who work in a particular industry. I remember WWE striking down one of their talents for saying that they openly support unionization on Twitter. I I doubt you know her, but her name is Zelina Vega, and she posted on Twitter, "I support unionization," and I think she got flack for that by WWE. But I don't know the exact details. All I know is that something happened.
Honestly, the fact that they are making that much pay is pretty insane, but the working conditions are
Are
pretty shit.
terrible. I just
It's so bad.
that's I don't know how they can fix that though. Well yeah, no, they have that dark story, you know. Uh, Walmart, yeah.
I found that pretty interesting, to be honest. But
Uh, but yeah, no, that's Amazon. Um, Another topic that we discussed in class was Black Friday sales. A little bit, just briefly, how apparently the Xbox Series S was the best selling console this past Black Friday.
I find that very hard to believe.
I mean, honestly, only as an eyewitness.
I guess it's actually not that hard to believe, just because there's more Xboxes available.
Yeah.
They're going on sale, so which makes buyers actually want to buy them just because they're on sale and it's available. But otherwise than that,
Um, but I was going to mention in class that as an eyewitness, I saw that the Xbox Series S was in stock at Best Buy. A current gen console was in stock at Best Buy, and then the Series X and the PS5 were all out of stock. But there the Xbox Series S was on the front page of the Black Friday deals, saying and it says add to cart. Let me see if that's still true. Let me check Best Buy real quick. Cause I let's see. It's over, but if I type in Xbox Series S, will I actually be able to bag one? I highly doubt it. It says add to cart. Wait, Wait, what?
this is at the cart, but it might be unavailable. That's why I can do
That's not. I don't have an account though, right? I hope I. I'm just
So is Walmart and the others, like Target.
It's my account. No, I don't have an account. Okay. But I can add to cart. I know it's limited to one per customer. Okay. All right, that makes sense. Total Tech, that's weird. I can check out. I mean, if this isn't linked to anything. Okay, so I can do that for the Xbox Series S. What about the Xbox Series X? Is that available at Best Buy? Okay, Xbox Series X says it's sold out on Best Buy. How about, I mean, I probably know the answer to this, but how about the PS5? Yeah, PS5 all across the board is sold out. It's sold out. And then the Xbox Series S is just there. Add to cart on Best Buy. Just like that. How is it still, I don't know, man. I would even then I'd still buy the Series X over the Series S. I know it's a budget current gen console, but PC. A lot of people switched to PC over the pandemic. I switched about a year before the pandemic, or I got one about a year before the pandemic. Just not even thinking. I'm still a trophy hunter to this day. What's going on here?
Basically, the
Highest paying jobs without a degree? Commercial pilots.
yeah, commercial pilots, but you need to go to classes, go flight school.
On the job training.
Flight schools are, I think, around 30K.
Ew.
30K. I'm sorry,
But 6 figures? That's not bad, but
It's like I don't know if college is worth it in my opinion now.
I don't know, man. I'm fortunate to have just kind of just being good at things in school. Maybe I don't apply them, but I'm just I'm fortunate to have that skill. Um, but I heard that later down the line, chemical engineers are struggling, something like that. I don't know. Chemical engineers just kind of have it. I remember one of the um, one of my friends was talking about uh, somebody that was taking an organic chemistry class, and then I don't know. I think he said that he started crying because he had an exam and he was stressed out about his organic chemistry class or something. His organic chemistry exam. He was crying or something. I don't remember, but I remember organic chemistry back in my senior year, and let me tell you, it's a lot of memorization for potentially hundreds of different chemical compounds and whatnot, and it's a lot. And yeah, last year was also a COVID year, and I was very undisciplined during that time. What's this here? Employment by occupational group. Architecture and engineering occupations. Whoa. Yes, I think it looks like it. I mean, law is cool, I guess, but it's tricky. Uh, what's going on here? 6.6% are in educational instruction. Let's see how high the percentages are. Management occupations. What does that entail? $62 an hour. That's a lot, but I don't know. I don't know specifically what that entails. Management occupations. I see. I'm automatically attracted to the architecture and engineering occupations, but
Yep,
let's
mine
see.
is 2.2% total employment.
That's all right. $42.49 is the average wage. I mean, I guess it's in the higher. Yeah, it's above $40, but I see a few on here that are more than that. $45.87. Healthcare. That's understandable. I still don't know what management does. I'm just kind of caught up on that. I don't know what that entails. But computer and math, yeah. Architecture and engineering, yeah. Legal occupations, law is tricky, sure. Health, yeah, I already said that. Everything else is just kind of, eh, it looks like it at least. But 14.5% employment, whatever that was. Okay, top occupations by mean wage. Okay, every occupation on here is they're all in the medical field.
It's a medical field. Yeah.
That's I mean, what is this? Surgeons accept ophthalmologists. Okay, surgeons make crazy money. Anesthesiologists, gynecologists, lol. Pediatricians, family medicine, general medicine, psychiatrists, physicians, dentists, and anesthetists. Okay, by estimated employ. Okay, yeah, this is retail at this point. Cashiers, retail salespersons, office clerks, fast food workers. Oh yeah, no, there's a bunch of cashiers everywhere. Where there's a anything involving or superstores. That's what I meant. Yeah, any retail stores definitely have cashiers. So, I mean, uh, what was the statistic above that? Just under that, under the estimated employment, under that one. Okay. With non-standard work week, they are not paid by the hour. Annual salaries are displayed instead of hourly wage. That's okay. So,
I'm curious. I find that very hard to
Engineering teachers. Is there a pay disparity? What do teachers entail? What do teachers entail? Professors, middle school teachers, high school teachers. Is there a variability in how teachers are paid?
How do teachers get paid that much? I thought they get pretty crappy pay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know if these are um what is it?
Most likely college. There's no way in hell these are freaking high school.
Do they pay them based on competence? As in economics and engineering are the most important, so they get paid more versus physics and geography? Is that how it works? Is that how the disparity in I don't want to say disparity, but the variability in pay works? I don't know, man. I, from what I witnessed, generally having a degree makes getting a job a little bit more consistent. Not easier per se, but more consistent, or more straightforward, consistent, more valid, I guess. What's going on here? Where's our place? Okay. Newington, Portsmouth. I didn't know we were that close to the ocean. But what's going on here? Stratford. No, that's not right. But this is just New Hampshire only. I keep forgetting. Yeah, this is just a bunch of job stuff. Oh, what's this? Projected to grow between 2019 and 2029. 61% wind turbine technicians. That is a pleasant. That's a nice statistic.
Electricians make a decent amount of money. I think it was around this.
Those trade workers, I think, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, electricians. 56 is not bad, honestly.
But apprenticeship.
I'm not even thinking about just literally just being an electrician to be honest. I don't know what's the salary for in New Hampshire for electricians.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I can't tell you.
ZipRecruiter. Electrician 1. What does that mean? 1? Average is 57,000. But what's the most common? Yeah, what's that highest bar there? I want to say the
2000 is in the 25 percentile. Salaries below this are outliers.
these jobs are weird.
Dark blue thing.
That's the average.
That's, is that national?
Just New Hampshire.
Because this here says national.
Yeah, nationwide, but the highlighted one is the New Hampshire statistic.
But this one says below here is 57 in New Hampshire.
Yeah. It's represented on the graph. But by state of Washington, what's going on in Washington? Why is that so high?
One of the highest.
Second highest in annual salary.
Highest out of one, so, yeah.
Second highest. But electricians, I took a class in high school, intro to
I might just drop out and be an electrician.
I guess.
I don't know if they have what is it, on the job training, like an apprentice.
I think that's what it said on the thing. The whatever that's called, I forgot what it was called.
Apprenticeship. I don't know if an apprenticeship is like on the job or like you have to go to college. I don't think so because it says high school diploma or equivalent.
Yeah, no work experience.
No work experience.
What's the difference between apprenticeship and on the job training? Okay, training, but I don't know anything, but wouldn't that go hand in hand with work experience too?
I don't know how easy it is to be an electrician though, without any experience.
It's a labor thing, right? It's labor intensive, just like carpenters and plumbers and whatever.
Honestly, I don't really. I'm just really bad at academic stuff. I'm more of a skill-based person, to be honest with you. I just, in my opinion, I don't think college is worth it for me. The fact that I'm like spending money but have no interest in like these classes, it's kind of boring. Don't you think?
Yeah,
The fact that I have no interest and I'm spending money on my education, I have no interest in not trying, is kind of worrying if I keep doing it. So I'm planning on probably just drop out. I'm in school first semester too, so
well, maybe you could drop out, but there's always, I don't know. Maybe it's either drop out or we can convince you that it's worth it. I mean,
but also I might get caught plagiarizing one of my assignments. That's gonna be fun, and I don't know how that's gonna work out. Yeah, right. I forgot we're on the podcast.
so whatever.
Hey guys. Okay, whatever.
Long term on the job training. Yeah. But I like that statistic of 61% growth in the next 10 years for uh, air turbine technicians. I like that. It's clean energy, I guess. Although, I've studied clean energy a few times throughout the years, and it's not the most consistent. In terms of renewable energy, I would suggest maybe
Windmills? Oh my god.
yeah. I think at least in New Hampshire, I'd wager that solar power is the best. I only say New Hampshire because someone, I don't remember who, but the example was brought up in how Great Britain can't capitalize that much off solar power because it's always cloudy and whatever. So maybe they could profit off wind. All I know is that there's a push towards clean energy, and I know clean energy is pretty good. Has its pros and cons, but the pros greatly outweigh the cons. Yeah.
Go ahead. National treasure.
I also like electric cars. I want an electric car when I get older. I don't know.
Electric car.
How long until I'm 26? 26. That's in 8 years. In 8 years, it will be 2029. So by the end of that time frame that's given, I hope to have an electric car. I'm also not going to drink, smoke, or do any of that until I'm.
Now,
Well, I'm convinced because the brain doesn't stop developing until you reach the age of 26. And who knows what happens before I reach 26. I hope I don't do anything weird. I've heard the horror stories. I've heard enough horror stories at the University of New Hampshire. I did just maybe
regret not joining this. Not gonna lie.
is it just do you like it better?
It's, I think it would be more worth it for me just because Walmart covers full tuition even if you work full time or part time. And I actually got accepted to SNHU, so
Oh, did you really? Yeah.
I should have went to SNHU because I would have probably been paid full by Walmart.
Well, you got to work there first.
But still,
Yeah, we're just going through that.
Plagiarizing in English, but programming class. I mean, it's so common to plagiarize
Yeah.
coding classes. Even like my friend, I'm not gonna say his name, is he literally plagiarizes too during in coding class. Even like friends that already graduated, they even admitted to plagiarizing. So I think it's pretty common. Even like I know someone who's working in the field is basically saying that yeah, pretty much this job, yeah, you just look up online and blah, there you go. Literally. So I don't see what the problem in plagiarizing coding nowadays. Because most of the stuff you're probably not gonna get until you have like years of experience. That's why it's stupid. But the only reason copyright laws have to be copyright so you can't be in prison for
Yeah.
like
Yeah. It's like my YouTube channel. I, I got caught. Well, it's not even I got caught. It's more of I did something on accident that got me taken off of YouTube, and now I can't trust YouTube with the copyright laws anymore. I want to be consistent with all my streams. And I'm like, yeah, I understand why people are pushing towards a sort of a free open source social media, because YouTube censors a lot of things. Um, they don't take I don't know, if I stream a game like LA Noir or Heavy Rain. I got Heavy Rain streams taken off of YouTube because they show nudity for a few seconds, and like, yeah, can I show this? And I learned the hard way. No, I can't show this on YouTube, even though it's a game. So I don't know. Maybe I'll upload to Triple X websites if that's the case. I'll stream there or something. As long I want everybody to I want to show the start to finish. I don't want to deal with any copyright laws, cuz I don't maybe they don't take words into consideration, but I'm not looking to monetize off this. I just want to be able to archive my streams from start to finish, and unfortunately YouTube won't let me do that because it conflicts with the copyright laws. This is only the Kingdom Hearts series, but the Kingdom Hearts series is one of my favorite series of all time.
trying to like get interested in real estate. Like
Real estate? How does that work? I know it's about houses, or no, not even.
like basically you would just buy old houses that interested.
Um, Wait.
Or some people buy REITs, which is real estate investment trusts, which is basically just buying. It's just basically the same thing as real estate, but instead of like owning a house, you just buy a part of I guess, a company. Basically, yeah, dividends pretty much.
See, that's a bunch of economic stuff. I'm not well versed in economics either. I'm terrible with the government. I'm terrible with economics. I know a lot about video games. I can tell you video games. But other than that, life skills are lost on me. I kind of know how to talk to people, but I've never been employed. So how can you even consider myself as a good social worker if I don't talk to people that often? Take a job at Hong. I don't know. Talk to people. I had Sam and David and Joel on the podcast yesterday, and it poured into this morning. But we were just asking questions of each other on how to be nice, or how to get. I think the ultimate goal was how to get better tips, and we just kind of went through a bunch of hypotheticals, a bunch of scenarios, being like, oh yeah, Uh, um, can I get a fork? Stuff like that. And depending on how you respond, we just kind of messed around with questions and whatever. But they were like, depending on how you respond, you'll get more or less tips. You'll get a greater or a lesser tip. And then,
I'm probably thinking about working phones just because
yeah,
I want to get the experience of working in a restaurant.
yeah. I mean, but the end game for them is just to get money. And that's why they went through the motions of just asking a bunch of hypothetical questions and seeing how they respond.
If I was considering working on this, for me, is the experience.
Yeah.
But mostly my goal is working back in the kitchen and seeing how things work. Because I don't want to be a server, to
Hmm.
be honest, or a waitress. I want to work back over there. I want to see how things work. Maybe like even be a cook at some point and back there. That would be pretty good for me because I'm pretty interested in cooking. So.
Yeah, Joel is the noodle boy. It gets hot back there. He,
Oh yeah, like
yeah. There's hot water and whatever. Sometimes he gets burns. He showed me a burn on his finger one time from hot water. And then he was sweating. He walked out of the kitchen through the drapes and whatever. He was sweating while he was drinking water. Like, no, dude, does it get hot back there? And I was, yeah, it does. And then he showed me the burn on his finger. But yeah, I think they're there for the money. Maybe they might give me some heat for maybe misrepresenting that idea, but I think they're there just for the money. Yeah.
that's
Uh,
how long are we into this podcast?
1 hour 28 minutes.
Yeah, we should probably end it. We got class tomorrow.
Yeah, it's about 9:50, right? Okay, 9:50. Okay, all right. You got any plugs? Plug the socials or something. You don't have any. You got a Twitch, right?
Check out my Twitch.
Twitch. What's your Twitch? This is Twitch.
No, I'm logged in. What the heck? Oh wait, you gotta mute this.
Oh, that's Prime Video. Wait, how many? Whoa! I just saw Amaranth on the page. What am I doing? What? Come on, Amaranth. This is why you're on Twitch. Okay, y'all.
Go follow.
That's his that's a streaming platform. Those are my clips. So yeah, twitch.tv /KAZUTARIOR_. That's his Twitch. Any other plugs? Other plugs? Okay. All right. Okay. That's his socials. That's the podcast, yo. YouTube land. That was all right. I like that podcast. Bye everybody. Bye-bye.